Hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick video and mention a couple of things. It's freezing today here in Illinois, literally like 12 degrees. However, yeah, man. So, I love the sun. What can I say? Okay, so I just wanted to bring up a number synchronicity that I got, which happens to be my son's birthday. So that's why when this one comes up, it's special to me, but it's been quite prevalent, and I just saw it a moment ago, and I'm like, oh, okay, I should probably talk about that. And the number is 1011-1011. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I also want to say thank you, B, for the video. It was awesome. And I love you, and I love your support very much. I hear a skateboard since I just came out here. Hi, honey, how are you?
Good, how about you?
I see same old tricks, huh?
Yeah, smarter this time. We brought gloves.
It's the snow, man.
Yeah, it's
You know what? I have some salt in like the basement area. I could put that out for you guys for future use.
I like the little patches.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll leave them. Yep. Sure. Yep, the kiddos are skateboarding kiddos. But to me, they're kiddos because they're my son's age. They're good though. Talented, I will say that. And, okay, so my boss came by the station here, my current humble abode, and don't mind me, I'm doing a video for my YouTube, so I'm just going to be talking about random things. Okay, so he comes by, and he's like super open-minded and understanding, that I will say. However, as is true with any Sagittarius, he's a lot like my dad. They are literally 1 year apart in age, and they are both Sagittarians. And however, my boss is more artistic, I would say. My dad would be more like regimented. I don't know. It's just the word that comes to mind. However, like with any Sagittarian, which I love them, like I just said, my dad's one, so I love them, because sometimes they could be a bit know-it-all-ish, you know, but with good reason, because 99.9% of the time they are correct. So, of course, they have that authority to be able to say what it is they want to say, because they're probably right. So, you know, he's very involved in the community and politics and things like that, and is a Trump hater and a Biden supporter. And, you know, we've talked openly, and I told him I don't subscribe to either side. I am neutral and like no party affiliation, you know. Freedom, liberty, justice, sovereignty, and honesty, and peace. Pretty much all that I would want. So, happiness. Forgot that one. The most important one of all. Happiness. So, you know, we're discussing things that, oh, did you watch the inauguration? I said, no, I did not. But I told him that as part of my experiment project, the last day or so, I was watching and listening to mainstream media to see what the talk of the town was and what's trending, and what's, of course, the only two topics trending right now is the presidential election and the possible fraud with it, and COVID. That's all that you ever hear about. However, I picked up on a bunch of miswordings and things that could have double meanings And we were talking about it, and he listened and understood everything that I was saying, and got into some conspiracy theories, valid ones at that. And he already knows me to just, I'm about what I say I'm about, and I am who I say I am. And that's not a liar. And that's gotten me a lot of hate in this lifetime, because like it or not, have an opinion or an argument or disagreement or a debate, it doesn't matter. If you come to me with something, you're going to get the truth, bottom line, like it or not. And a lot of people, instead of appreciating that, they quote unquote shoot the messenger. Like, oh, you didn't tell me what I want to hear and make me feel good, so now I'm offended, and I'm like, well, you'll thank me later. See ya. So I kind of have that attitude in life. I mean, of course, as an adult and in certain social situations, I have etiquette and manners. But at the core of me, I'm kind of an asshole. Because, according to this world, I will say, I practice sarcasm daily. I have a lot of patience just going through this life, and for misunderstandings or oblivion to certain topics, ignorance in some capacity to certain issues, and I don't judge based on that. But the opposing parties with me always get defensive. And I'm not a fighter. Like, I avoid confrontation. I'm a mediator. I've even broken up two dudes fighting, so I'll get right in the middle of that. No, I don't think so. What's going on? I even told these kids here that are skateboarding that, my kids are your age and I'm a mom, so don't mind me if I get momish sometimes. That's just, who I am. I don't like to see people hurting in any capacity to any degree. Violence, abuse, even neglect. That's why my focus is on millennials. I call them millennials because they're the most special generation to me, 25 and under. I would adopt every single kid on this planet who is suffering. I swear, if I had the means or the way, be surrogate mom to them all who need it. Anyways, with that being said, these kids, generations Y and Z, they're brilliant. And that's what people are getting wrong about it. I've heard such ignorant, hateful words being used, even such as snowflakes, the Snowflake Generation, as to mean they are weak in some form. And this world's about to find out, these last two ending generations here, how powerful and special they are, and smart, brilliant, and empathic, and kind, and honest, and out-of-the-box thinkers, and progressives, and visionaries. And they're going to take this world, and they're going to flip it on its asshole, upside down, and make things good again. I see these kids every day, and I watch and I observe, and even my own hours of a video game, then school on a computer screen, and then the only interaction 90% of the time is social media online. I don't see too many kids these days anymore. Birthday parties together, pool parties, cookouts, campouts, fishing trips, skating, biking, spending time physically together in each other's presence, which is what kids need. They need that. And so on and so forth. Adults need that. Human beings need one another. So I see very clearly micro and macro, and especially globally, economically, sociologically, psychologically, what is going on. And I told my boss today, after a little debate we had back and forth of why I feel and think the way that I do, because I'm confident in my research and my understanding, and I'm not a liar, and because I'm good at what I do. With that being said, I said to him, I actually would be, because he asked me, he said, well, doesn't it make you miserable every day knowing these things and, kind of living your life like, I said, well, what's worse to me is the thought of my conscience not allowing me to not say anything. Because if I have higher knowledge of something or wisdom that is gifted to me and I don't share that, I'm actually doing a disservice to someone then by withholding information that may help them in some way. So then he he sat there like, all right, check, which felt nice for me. Just brought me back in nostalgia, like me and my dad having the Ford and Chevy fight, like Capricorn against the Sagittarius. And so I was like, I finally won one tiny little battle, and I'm only 44 years old. And that wasn't my dad, but okay, close enough. So, we got into a little touch on metaphysics and mixing that in with some cell biology, and he's very smart. His daughter actually, she's almost the same age as me, and she was also named a genius as a child. So he kind of gets it, and the /autism effect, whatever you want to call it. He gets that, and I appreciate that because I've found very few people in my life that just haven't. So, okay. So I wanted to share that 1011 is the number sync I got. Also, I've heard some mention of Parkinson's 3 times now only within a few days. So that's something significant to me, and neuromuscular disorders in some way, shape, or form might be increasing, especially with electromagnetic changes, frequency manipulation, so many things going on. So everybody, be smart, take care of your health, take care of each other, drink lots of good purified water, eat a healthy diet, do what you need to do to stay grounded and centered and balanced and sane at this point. And people are going to have to start coming together, man, in communities and otherwise. I have a feeling the way this whole domino effect is happening, that's just the way the cookie's going to crumble, is people aren't going to have a choice but to band together. And I pretty much hope that happens. Not in a violent way, of course, but in a way that, there's no other option. So I believe in humanity. Sure do. I see these young ones every day, know that they're the future. So I know I'm going to give this everything I got as a mom and as a human being. It's about the kids. For me. Love you guys. Peace.